Hello, welcome to my channel. I am glad to have you here. So today I am going to talk about Slay Glam box or Slay Glam bag. It's a box, but it comes in a bag. I just kind of want to touch base with you guys on how things have transpired and you know, just kind of take it from there, I guess. So I ordered a 3-month subscription and I paid for a 3-month subscription through Cratejoy. My first box was late. I contacted the seller and she said, you know, hey, sorry about this. You know, your next box will be on time. And then I got an email saying, you know, here's your tracking code. So my first box came. And when it came to my second box, it was also late. So I was already a little fumed up about that. And when I opened it, I saw that I had a repeat palette. Now, it was my mistake not checking first before I opened my mouth or before I edited that video. It was a repeat palette. However, it was a repeat palette from Yes Oh Yes. It just, I guess, didn't dawn on me to check first. But like I said, I was already a little fuming because it was late when I received it. I had emailed the seller, or at least I thought I emailed the seller. I am not 100% sure on the details of what's going on with the email, but I emailed her through Cratejoy. If you subscribe to Cratejoy and you go to your page and you sign in on your page, you have all of your box subscriptions on your page. And in that box subscription, you know, it says Slay Glam box and it says contact seller. So I have always, that has been my method of contacting her since the beginning. I have always used that method. So I emailed her 2 or 3 times with no response. And then I got my box. It was late. I noticed the discrepancy with the palette. I emailed her again, no response. And I emailed her again with no response. So finally, we emailed Cratejoy because I wasn't getting a response. And Cratejoy got back to us and said, we'll reach out to the seller and we'll give them 48 hours to respond to us. And that's what we heard. John got an email saying this claim has been dissolved or something of that nature. And he was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And he emailed them back and said, this has not been resolved. The last thing you said to me was you were going to give the seller 48 hours to contact you. I haven't heard anything from you since, and I don't have a refund. And so the next day after he sent that email, we got a refund, a partial refund for the box that we had not received yet. They responded to John and said, well, we contacted the seller and the seller never reached back out to us. And unfortunately, all we can do is cancel your subscription and give you a refund for the box that you haven't gotten yet. So, of course, I'm mad. I'll just choose the word mad. At this point, I'm mad. And so I'm just like, okay, well, let me reach out to the seller one last time. I reached out to her the exact same way I've reached out to her numerous times, going to the Cratejoy app under my page where it says contact seller. I'm thinking I'm not going to get a response, and she actually does respond to me. And, you know, we're going back and forth in emails, and I'm like, you know, this could have been resolved like super early had you just answered my emails prior, wouldn't have to go through Cratejoy. I'm a fairly reasonable person, blah, 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 right? So She was like, I never got the emails. I'm like, what do you mean? I've sent them. I've sent them the same way. Every single time I have sent you an email, I've sent it the exact same way. So why, you know, basically, why did you get my very first email I ever sent you and then the last email that I sent you? Why not any of the ones in between? She's not sure exactly why. I don't know why. There is just some sort of disconnect between Cratejoy and the sellers, which is very unfortunate. Very unfortunate, because that will make a lot of customers angry. And I don't know, but she actually ended up calling me and we spoke on the phone for a little while, and she's very nice and she's very responsive. And I don't know, had I had spoken to her prior to all of this mess, I would have kept my subscription and I would have played out the 3 months completely. Would I have kept it after the 3 months? Probably not, just because it was late the first 2 months. But I just wanted to come on here and say that I was wrong about the palette mix-up. It was not, in fact, a duplicate palette from the same box. It was Yes Oh Yes that had sent me the Seduce Me palette, and then she sent it to me. Her box was late, and so I just kind of jumped to the conclusion, since my May was so extremely busy, you know, with going out of town and everything. I just, when I dumped it out on the bed, I just jumped to the conclusion, like, oh my God, this is the same palette. Because, you know, why would other box subscriptions copy a box subscription? Let's think about that for a minute. Why would Yes Oh Yes copy another box subscription? Or vice versa, whichever way it worked out. Like, why would any box do that? I don't know. So, like I said, just putting this out there, I was wrong with the duplicate palette part. I was not wrong about the brow product. But when she spoke to me on the phone, she explained to me that that was a multiple complaint across the board. Multiple people have complained about that, and she wanted to make it right. And when she had reached out to Bang Beauty, they denied her. So I don't know. With that being said, I'm just going to say, make your own decisions about this box. I mean, my subscription is canceled. I may or may not try to revisit it in the future. Like I said, she is very kind and she is very understanding, and I feel bad for being so angry at her when it wasn't her fault. I don't know. I don't know. I might revisit the subscription at a future date. Overall, you know, like I had said, you know, in the first, because the first palette I actually got was the cream bronzer, not bronzer, but contour palette. And, you know, that just wasn't a product for me. So, you know, I'll keep an eye on it on YouTube, and I will watch how she grows, and I may or may not revisit the box again at a later date. And the main reason I would consider the box again is because she is so kind. And, you know, she explained to me that she would never want to run her business that way. And if I would have emailed her directly, which is what I thought that I was doing, she would have responded to me. I mean, I don't understand where the disconnect is between the sellers and Cratejoy. I doubt I would get an answer from Cratejoy if I asked them. But, you know, I mean, they basically told me that she never responded back to their emails. She says she never got an email from them. So I don't know. I feel like I'm a decent judge of character. You know, I have a decent radar when it comes to talking to people in person, or even on the phone. So I would just say use your judgment, use caution. And I will also say that Yes Oh Yes is another box that I did 3 months of. I paid for 3 months in advance, but I will be canceling them too. Just because I've had a couple issues with their boxes too, but I don't know. Just what she had explained to me just didn't really sit right with me. So on an ethical level, I won't be continuing with Yes Oh Yes either. That's really all I have to say today, you guys. I just wanted to come on here and be honest and correct myself and let you know how things have kind of gone. And just to kind of let you know that if you are having a problem with your sleigh box, contact her directly. Do not go through Crate Joy. Go directly on her website or go to any of her social medias, because she said that is the best way to contact her. And with that, I will say a goodbye. And also, I have a collab coming up real soon with BoxyCharm, so I can't wait to put that out for you guys. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.